When we talk about fast fashion today, one brand stands out from the crowd, Zara. With its constantly rotating collections, minimal marketing, and uncanny ability to bring runway styles to the street in just weeks, Zara has become a global fashion powerhouse. But the story of how this empire came to be starts in a far more humble place, in a small coastal city in Spain, and with a man who started with nothing. That man was Amancio Ortega. Born in 1936 in Bustongo de Arbas, Spain, Ortega came from a very modest background. His father was a railway worker, and his family struggled financially. Ortega began working at a young age, first as a delivery boy for a shirt maker. There he observed how garments were designed, produced, and sold. And more importantly, he noticed something crucial. High fashion was reserved only for the wealthy, while the majority of people had limited access to stylish, quality clothing. This idea stuck with him. He wanted to democratize fashion, to bring elegant and modern designs to everyday people and make them affordable. In 1975, together with his then-wife Rosalia Mera, Amancio Ortega opened his first clothing store in A Coruña, a small city in northwestern Spain. The shop was called Zara, though originally it was supposed to be named Zorba after the film Zorba the Greek. But there was a bar down the street with the same name, so Ortega made a quick adjustment using the letters he had already made for the sign. The result? Zara. From the beginning, Zara did things differently. Rather than following the traditional fashion calendar, releasing new collections only a few times a year, Zara focused on speed and flexibility. Ortega created a system where designs could move from concept to store shelves in just 2 to 3 weeks. That was unheard of in the fashion world. Competitors needed months to release new lines, while Zara's stores were constantly changing. The brand didn't rely heavily on advertising. Instead, it let its products and store locations speak for themselves. Zara opened shops in key urban locations and refreshed its collections frequently, encouraging shoppers to visit more often and buy quickly, knowing items wouldn't be restocked. Behind the scenes, Zara built an extremely efficient supply chain. The company controlled much of its production process, from design and manufacturing to distribution and retail. Factories were located close to its headquarters in Spain, which allowed Zara to react quickly to customer preferences and fashion trends. This flexibility gave it a huge competitive edge. By listening closely to customer demand and reacting in near real time, Zara mastered the concept of fast fashion, producing stylish clothing quickly in smaller batches and replenishing popular pieces while retiring less popular ones. It became a brand that was always new, always evolving. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, Zara expanded rapidly across Spain and Europe. Its parent company, Inditex, short for Industria de Diseño Textil, was formed to manage growing operations and eventually included other brands like Massimo Dutti, Pull&Bear, Bershka, and Stradivarius. But Zara remained its crown jewel, the model of innovation in retail fashion. In 2001, Inditex went public on the Spanish stock exchange, making Ortega one of the richest people in the world almost overnight. But despite his growing wealth, Ortega remained extremely private, rarely giving interviews or making public appearances. He preferred to stay focused on operations, product, and strategy. Zara's global expansion was rapid and strategic. The company opened stores in the United States, Asia, Latin America, and the Middle East. Each store was adapted to its location, but with the same formula: fresh, trendy fashion at affordable prices, updated weekly. By the 2010s, Zara had become one of the largest clothing retailers in the world, with thousands of stores in over 90 countries and a powerful online presence. Fashion insiders were amazed, not just by Zara's scale, but by how it had rewritten the rules of fashion. Designers watched Zara closely. Competitors tried to imitate its speed, and consumers, they kept coming back for more. But Zara hasn't been without criticism. As with many fast fashion companies, it has faced questions about sustainability and labor practices. In response, Zara has taken steps to improve transparency, increase its use of sustainable materials, and commit to eco-friendly goals. The brand has stated ambitions to make its operations more environmentally responsible in the years to come. Today, Zara is more than just a fashion brand. It's a business case study, a technological marvel, and a cultural phenomenon. It represents the idea that fashion doesn't have to be slow, expensive, or exclusive. It can be fast, beautiful, and within reach for everyone. And it all started with a small store in A Coruña, a man with no formal education and a vision to make fashion accessible.